Every day, thousands of people hit the road heading towards their dreams. But sometimes those dreams collide with a harsh reality. Auto accidents with 18-wheelers can change lives in an instant. That's why you need the experience and expertise of St. Martin & Bork. With over 50 years of experience, St. Martin & Bork have fought for justice for the victims of truck accidents.
If you've been in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, know your rights.
Call St. Martin & Bork today to schedule your free consultation.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. It's time to check in with the Assumption Parish, and for that, it's Commander Lonnie Cavalier of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Lonnie, thanks so much for joining with us, and got a couple of interesting cases here. And the first one talks about an ongoing parish-wide narcotics investigation that you guys were able to get a nice case.
Yes, thanks, Harry, for having us. Travis Joseph Skeen, 35 of 606 Oresteel Road, Bayou, Louisiana, was arrested on felony drug distribution charges, as well as multiple counts of failure to appear. As part of an ongoing parish-wide narcotics investigation, narcotics agents developed information which indicated that Travis Joseph Skeen was engaged in the trafficking of illegal narcotics in Assumption Parish. As this investigation progressed, agents developed probable cause to secure arrest warrants for Travis Joseph Skeen on charges of distribution of methamphetamine and distribution of marijuana. Travis Joseph Skeen was being held in the St. Mary Parish Jail on local charges there. Skeen was released to the custody of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office on February 24th. Travis Joseph Skeen was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of distribution of methamphetamine, distribution of marijuana, resisting an officer, failure to appear for simple burglary, failure to appear for possession with intent to distribute marijuana, illegal carrying of weapons in the presence of controlled dangerous substances, possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number or mark, and failure to appear for possession with intent to distribute heroin and possession with intent to distribute synthetic marijuana, as well as obstruction of justice. Additionally, he was charged on a failure to appear for possession with intent to distribute a Schedule II controlled dangerous substance and a Schedule I controlled dangerous substance. Travis Joseph Skeen remains incarcerated and has been ordered held without bond.
Wow, that's a lot of charges there. Next one, also a dangerous situation of a business that was robbed in Platinville on May 24th. Tell us on that one.
Yes, DeAndre Joseph, 29 of 409 Owen Street, Napoleonville, was arrested on charges related to an armed robbery of a retail business establishment near Platinville on May 24, 2024. On that date, deputies were dispatched to the business on LA 70 Spur in connection to a reported armed robbery. Detectives initiated an investigation and as a result identified two suspects reportedly involved in the robbery. On June 26 of 24, Devon Davis, 34 of 174 Pecan Street, Napoleonville, was arrested and booked into the Assumption Parish Jail on charges of armed robbery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and a fugitive from St. Mary Parish. Devon Davis remains in custody in lieu of $100,000 bond. As a result of continued investigation, detectives secured arrest warrants for DeAndre Joseph on August 7, 2024. DeAndre Joseph was arrested by Ascension Parish Sheriff's deputies on February 13th. DeAndre Joseph was transferred to the custody of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office on February 20th and booked on charges of armed robbery and failure to appear in court in Assumption Parish on charges of simple battery, disturbing the peace, and a second count of simple battery, as well as a probation and parole violation. DeAndre Joseph remains incarcerated with bond set at $100,000 on the armed robbery charges and was ordered held without bond on the probation, parole violation, and the failure to appear charges. She is being held in the Ascension Parish Jail for Assumption Parish.
Yeah, a lot of these involve people using in multiple offices making arrests and working with one another. The same here with the third. You're also involving someone from Livingston Parish.
Yes, Caleb Charles Vandermark, 29 of 12430 Bryant Lane, Denham Springs, Louisiana, was arrested on felony drug and gun violations arising from an investigation dating back to April 10th of 2021. On the aforementioned date, deputies responded to a reported sex crime at an apartment complex in Pierre Park. detectives initiated an investigation and at some point identified Caleb Charles Vandermark as a party involved in that investigation. During the investigative process, detectives seized a firearm and quantities of methamphetamine and LSD, also known as lysergic acid, which were attributed to Caleb Charles Vandermark. Warrants were issued for the arrest of Caleb Charles Vandermark. The Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office was notified by the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office on February 12th that Caleb Charles Vandermark was in their custody. Caleb Charles Vandermark was released to the custody of the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office on February 20th. Vandermark was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of possession of methamphetamine, possession of lysergic acid, LSD. Caleb Charles Vandermark remains incarcerated, with his bond being set at $150,000.
Yeah, Lonnie, as we look, almost all of these three were involved with some other office that had either held them before or was in the process of doing the same types of things. Is that why it's so important for all these jurisdictions to work together? And I guess it's better than it used to be when you can use electronic records and that to work together on these types of cases.
Yes, it is very important because, as you can see, one of these was an armed robbery, very serious. Then the last one was related to, was in association with a sex crime. And then obviously the first one, all of these cases are very serious cases. And we certainly welcome the arm of our neighboring parishes to assist us in getting them into our custody or vice versa.
Yeah.
A lot of times it happens the same way for us. So we are very appreciative of the working relationship with our area partners.
Do these kind of people move around like that when they get caught in one area? They just go to another, or is it just circumstances like that?
In these particular cases, the armed robbery and the drug case, as you can see, what ended up happening is both of the suspects fled the jurisdiction. And one went to Livingston and one went to Ascension. So it's not unusual. And the long arm always catches up to you. As you can see, February of 2021 is a long time.
Okay. Well, Lonnie, thanks so much for the update from Assumption Parish.
We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. We'll be right back on Bayou Time.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights.